Hold on.
Hey, doing, Chief? Passing this out to all the officers that are all on official notice.
I'm sorry, what? Just so you know, you're being audio recorded as well.
Okay, this is declaration of rights.
Okay.
And I'm putting all the officers on notice. So if they violate our rights, they'll lose their qualified immunity.
Okay. That's fine. Nobody should.
Everything
Nobody.
the way it is.
Listen, Sean, David, can you want to all talk at once?
Yeah.
No one likes this. You don't like it. We
I don't like
we
it.
don't like it either.
It sucks.
So what? I'm trying to figure out what we can do.
Well, our whole life is fucking ruined, man. My daughter's gone, our pets are gone, everything's gone.
Well, I want to know what. You know, I read all this stuff and I know what you put up there, and that's fine. It's your right to do it. Your right to record. I get all that.
Yeah.
And I thought you and I I thought we all at one point were on the same page with.
Look at my belly, sir. I had an operation, okay?
What'd you have done?
All my organs were fused together consistent with EMF weapons.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that anybody did that, but it's pretty suspicious.
Is it fixed? I mean, did they?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Well, I know you're alive. I'm
It doesn't
talking
feel
to
the
you,
same. I don't feel the same. It hurts.
Are you going to be okay? And I'm
hope
asking
so.
this because, like, listen, I always thought that we were on the same page, and then all of a sudden, I don't know why you and I got into this, or the three of us got
Because
into
everybody's
this.
stalking us and harassing us. You know,
I
the guy
haven't-
Bill Screwball, he's still fucking with us.
And that day when I was in front of your house, I had one of my officers go talk to him.
Well, why is he still going by our house?
Because, well, the one thing I can't do, as you know, is I can't keep him from driving on a public way. But that day, I literally sent an officer over there. I said, can you please just not, if you can go a different way, please just go a different way. So, contrary to what you think, I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
Our department is trying, we have spoken to him to the point where he has been harassing us because we asked him not to drive down that street. And I can't keep him from a public street, as I'm sure you understand, just like I can't keep you from going down any public street.
Yeah.
But we
you guys
talked to
had
him literally that day.
on September 19th,
Sean,
2019.
that day I talked to him. Well, not I sent Sergeant Churchy over there. And he got mad at us. And I said, listen, again, we can't tell you where not to drive, but if you can go a different way, please go a different way. That way, you're not upset.
They just told them they'll be telling us not to fly our flag or petition the government or exercise our free speech. Or when we're sitting, one day we were down here, he drove past us and pulled into a parking space, so we turned around to avoid him, and he did a U-turn and came back.
Can you just, I don't want you to fall, but I know you, I just don't want you to fall in the hole.
I'll step over here out of respect.
I will absolutely talk to him. Like I said, that day, in front of your house, I immediately sent somebody down there. Just trying to make it easier for you, trying to make it easier for him,
What he did there.
and trying to make it easier for us. So if it's a thing now about giving you garbage about finding your flags, I'll absolutely talk to him about it. Either myself or us, again,
Whose idea was it to get the wolf cameras?
that was Chris. We researched all of them, and I guess this is the one that fit into our price of what we could afford for a grant. So, I mean, it didn't cost us anything. It was a grant, but this is
Those
what he
are the wolf
thought.
cameras right there.
That's what they, yes.
Think they're going to catch the wolf with it, huh?
I don't think so. I think it's just a brand name. No one catches the wolf. You know that.
Because we didn't do anything. We're just trying to survive like everybody else.
And we're trying, believe it or not, and I know, and like I said, I've read all this stuff up there, and it's frustrating on our end because we try. Like I said, I try to say, just go a different way. Now, I will talk to him. If he's giving you stuff about your flags and stuff, I'll tell him the same thing.
Now, that's Officer Martin right there. He tried
Yes.
to give us 5 charges one day for somebody that was harassing us. You'll see that on YouTube later.
Donatus did shit like that too.
Yeah. We didn't even do anything. We're at our house being attacked by people. And he tried to give us 5 charges that didn't stick. And then on September 19th, Donatus tried to put me in jail. They charged me for harassment on Dole. And she was stalking us, and I'm the one that made the complaint on one of those elements. And there was only 2 elements, that's why I got it dismissed.
Right.
She wanted me to look at her boobs.
She was driving back and forth in the night, and we were walking
then she
past we were in the common, walking through the grass, and she was driving around the place and parking in that parking spot over here.
Yeah, Fallon Dole. And she
Putting
pulled over and
headlights on
said,
us, and then she pulled up to us.
and she pulled up to me and said to me and my son and my daughter, do you want to see my boobs? And because I rejected her, she retaliated, and I had to go to court. I had to pay, we paid over $40,000 on attorney's fees, and as a result, our house is falling apart. We can't pay the mortgage. This whole thing has ruined our life. Can I see that?
Is this okay? I thought it was for me. I'm sorry.
The thing is with this piece of paper, I already sent you a message,
Okay.
alright? But I'm gonna go put Martin on notice with this.
Myself for 200 to clear.
Because I want every officer to know not to violate our rights anymore. That's all we're asking for.
And that's what we're not going to do. We're not going to violate your rights.
Yeah, and don't kill us.
No, Sean, stop. We're not going to kill you. You know that.
Yeah, don't
David,
kill us.
you know that. No one's going to kill you. Everything you've brought to our attention, we will investigate, just vice versa. And one of the things you sent me, it kind of bothered me about the thing with the recording part there, because I had to get the okay to make sure that date of birth, that's the only thing that was going to be redacted. So I talked to the on-call attorney at the AG's office. I said, I need to make sure that I'm doing this right. And then she cited a case law way back, and I forget where it was. And it's the date of birth is not something that is subject to that. So security is any government issued ID. I have to redact
It only takes 1
that.
second to say your social security number.
What's that?
It only takes 1 second to say your social
But
security number.
I can't give it out. And second of all, when you wrote the last one of the things you wrote to me, I'm telling you, Sean, I would never give somebody your social security number, your
That's
date of
all over
birth,
my
or
documents.
David. I just wouldn't do it.
We have over 100 documents on us, and it's all First Amendment protected activities.
Right.
I just don't want to be bothered anymore, man, because we're press and we're going to keep...
We don't want to bother you. We don't want to be bothered. We would like to live in a harmonious place where you get along and we get along, and that's it. Sean, there's plenty of times I don't even drive down your street anymore because I don't want you to think anything. I literally would go the other way because I don't want you to think.
I don't care.
Well, I do.
I don't care if you drive down the street. I just want you to see that...
Yeah, you sent me that
this is
before, I
Title
believe.
18. I sent you this,
Yeah,
screenshot it.
I know you sent it to me before. I think you've sent it before.
This is just to put everybody on notice.
Mhm.
You see this
I
right?
think you've sent it before.
You see it? All right, now I'm going to go hand this to
Well,
Martin.
let me have him come over. I just don't want. Let me have him come over.
Can I show you a wobble?
What's that?
If you told me not to step in the street,
I'm just trying to keep you
I'm trying to
safe.
educate you guys too. By law, you could say get out of the street, but if I say I'm protesting the police, then I can step into the street.
But this is a construction zone, so I'm asking you just
Yeah,
to
but I don't
please.
see- Okay,
This is what.
I know. I'm just trying to show you something.
And I
in
understand.
general.
You don't need neither
I
one.
used to
of you.
do construction. I'm not afraid to step over a hole.
Well,
Here you
I.
go,
It's a
sir.
good place to be. Hey,
Here you go.
Did you?
getting active work zone.
Yeah, I wasn't
Step
talented enough to do
Step
carpentry.
over here.
I wanted
Step on
to.
the road, sir. Because I'm protesting
We
the
have
police.
we have a construction zone going. That's all.
Okay,
we're
but
trying
if you
explain
wanted to arrest me, I will sue you
I-
under Title 18, 241, and
just stay on the
242.
sidewalk. We have no problem.
But I can stand here if I want to because I'm protesting the police. You can't. You don't fucking tell
Hey,
me where to
Martin,
stand.
how come you got your gun out like that? You waiting to shoot somebody or something? David, that's a dumb thing to say.
No, David.
Smart
You
up
know
your
that.
fucking
Down in
attitude.
Worcester, I had
Understand?
him.
No
I
one's-
saw this
Smart
cop
up
down
your
in Worcester the
attitude.
other day. He was just like,
Thank
he molested his
Oh.
gun for like 5 minutes. I was watching him with a camera.
You better change your
Distance,
attitude.
stop
I'm gonna
playing
take your
with his gun.
fucking badge.
This guy's
Don't
got
fuck
an
with me.
attitude problem.
David.
here.
I'm fucking tired of you.
Sean.
Yeah,
Sorry.
because you've been harassing us for years.
How's that?
Oh, go look at my videos. I got more too. The
How about that
FBI's
time
watching you.
How about that time you pulled up to me at the school real fast,
that-
doing like 40 miles per hour?
Is that ours to keep?
He's one of our problems right here.
Is
Look
that-
at him, man. He's a fucking tyrant. See how he has his gun out?
Your
Where's your gun? Do you
egotistic,
have your
man.
gun
You gotta
out?
lose your ego.
He can't wait to shoot
You're
somebody.
supposed to be a peace officer, not a war officer.
You don't fucking tell me what to do. I'm a grown man. I'm older than you, man.
Don't be frustrated with us.
I'm old enough to be your father. Yeah, so don't tell me what to do.
As soon as they have stuff going when they're done with their lunch break, if they have machines going in here,
Obviously,
they have to get out
Right,
of the way,
it's a construction
Right?
zone.
Do you see
that's
any
common
machines going?
sense.
I don't see any machines
Why?
going.
Right? Perfect. Thank you.
Sean?
Good day.
See, here's the
Sure.
problem. There's
Just
one of
wants
the
to
problems right
control
here.
us,
This
man.
guy right here.
No,
It's all
actually,
about
no,
cost.
actually, we
You're
just,
fucking
actually, we're just trying to
When
keep you safe
they
because
want
it's
it
This
direct.
guy's a
construction zone.
very revengeful fucking guy, and he has a temper too.
Yeah, I remember that day you squeezed my hand real hard. You shook my hand and squeezed it real hard.
Well, I thought you did a pretty good job the last
You
time
got
at
a
the
problem with
station,
ego,
so.
man. You better chill out.
You need to.
It's not cool.
You need to train your officers,
It's
man.
supposed to be for the
You
people,
read that
not a
paper.
tyrant.
Because if you fucking violate us again, you list lost your qualified immunity. Because I
Okay,
just put you on notice.
all right.
You better smarten up. The FBI is all over you, man. You just don't know it yet, but they're gonna get you. I try to be nice to you. You're a control freak.
No one's here is trying to be,
I got you on video stalking us as a civilian.
Yeah, walking by.
Yeah, you want to see it? I'll put it on. You want me to embarrass you and put it on YouTube?
Whatever you have on.
You damn right I can. I don't need your permission.
Wait till you see the whole movie.
See where done anything.
Wait
Yeah,
till
you
you guys
have.
find the big channel.
You have. Mostly you. And I don't know what your problem is. We never did anything to you.
There is no problem, but what is the purpose of you interrupting this work zone right here? What? So we
I'm not interrupting
How's he
anything.
interrupting?
I'm not I'm
You just got
protesting
done
you.
talk-
I'm
you dumb
protesting
man,
the
You
police.
just got done saying if there's machinery and stuff. There's no machinery.
Yeah, you go back up there and make sure it's safe. Fucking weirdo. That guy right there, he's the problem. He's one of your problems, man. You need to fucking straighten this guy out.
Well,
You know what I see?
we just were trying to talk about,
We don't have a
What
problem.
we
We're
can
having
do
a cordial
better.
conversation, you and
right,
me, right?
what can we do better? That's all.
Lose the ego.
I'm sorry.
He just loses his ego. And Daly, they all think they're king shit and they're supposed to be more powerful than everybody
Especially
else.
Daly, man. He's
Like
a
some
piece of
kind of
shit.
sovereign citizens or something, and you have more rights than us and you own us and we're supposed to be afraid of you.
No, I don't think anybody's supposed to be
That's how
afraid
they
of
all act.
anybody.
That's how they all are. Tyrants. They're bullies. They grow up. They're the same people they were as they were kids. They're just older kids now. They're just old kids now.
We don't want to do this, man. But
You guys all have
see
that
what I
thin
mean?
blue line.
Then
with
let's-
your
Guys think you
game.
can control
If we don't want to do it, then let's just not do it. Let's just not, all of us, let's just not all do it. You know what I mean?
Do what?
That's what we were having a conversation. Like this whole part here, you said you did construction. You know we have,
Don't do what?
you just said let's not do this, then let's all make a thing and just not do it.
What, not be
what?
bullied?
You told us, you made your point across, and that's why most of our people will avoid driving down this, we don't want to bother you.
Did you see that video where he rushed up to my son?
You know, every time
It's
I
cool.
come out, if I come out by myself, I swear to God, man, every time I come out by myself, I have a cop come by me.
You
at
got a
least
whole
once
bunch of
or
videos
twice
of
and
this
sit
guy
down the
stalking
street
us
and
right
watch
here.
me.
You need to train him, man, because that's conspiracy. You can't stalk people like that.
That guy has a real bad temper right there.
You know that's conspiracy, right? To stalk. If a cop stalks somebody, out of retaliation especially.
You know, I don't,
He has a pattern of stalking us and harassing us.
well, I don't know.
And he's
I
got some
can't-
mental problems.
put a
That
lot
guy's
of bad-
unstable right there.
He's put recommended charges on us that didn't stick. I'm surprised the kangaroo court didn't take
And he
it.
tried to do it again over there when we were flying the flag the other day.
Tried to charge you for flying the flag?
Yeah, he came out and said that I was interfering with a witness. That's not witness interference to go into the police station and report a crime that was committed against us, like she was doing. What is she privileged for? Why does she get to go in and make a crime, but I can't go in and make a crime? How does that become witness interference?
I'm not even sure what you're talking about. You didn't have your say with all that?
You
Weren't
didn't
you
see
in
it
the
on the body
station?
cam?
I have it recorded for you. I don't
You haven't,
watch, I
you
don't,
haven't even watched that body cam
What's up
footage?
with the footage on the station?
I'm sorry,
You
what?
said those cameras are working, and now you guys are contradicting yourself, saying they don't work now.
What cameras are you talking? No, there are 4 cameras that don't work. So no,
Yeah,
they
there's
don't
4
work.
cameras
They didn't
that
work
don't work.
then.
I saw
They
the
don't work
cameras.
now, so there's no conspiracy.
I never said that. I'm just asking you a question. Why is there cameras that work, he says, and now they aren't working? He said there's no footage now. Or you said it.
There are 4 cameras that do work, and there are 4 cameras that do.
So
4
which ones
cameras
work,
that
the front door and the back?
Yes, no, we have the front door. We have those. I already
Okay.
told you that. I answered that question. It's already been recorded and on your thing waiting for you.
Okay.
Everything we have, I put on that. I went out and spent my own money to buy a thumb drive.
But you didn't go and investigate what happened that day? You're the chief and you didn't investigate
That's
that?
why I have investigators to do it.
You didn't watch the video?
I don't have to watch the video.
Well,
That's
know
why I
you
have
to, but
people
I
that
think you'd be
investigate
concerned
it.
I'm going to be out of
I did my job. They do their job, and everything is recorded, untouched, unedited, on anything.
No
So,
check.
Understand, you got to be fair to us. You have to follow the law too, sir.
I know that. I always have my entire career. I can say that I followed the law.
Okay, but you didn't investigate the body cam footage?
I
So
didn't-
you redacted?
I didn't, Sean. I
You said
just
you
told you.
redacted it, but you didn't watch it though?
No, you didn't listen to me. What I said was I talked to the Attorney General's office to make sure because somebody had said their date of birth on there. And once I got the okay from the AG's office to say that's fine, it doesn't have to be redacted, nothing was redacted. It was given to you on your thumb drive as is, unedited, unredacted.
You didn't even watch it though?
No.
Oh, I'll just put it on YouTube so you can watch it on there then.
Okay. That's fine. That's why I have investigators to do
And
stuff.
you're gonna see what a temper this guy has. As soon as we came in, he was all over me saying that I was intimidating a witness.
She committed perjury.
That she committed perjury
It's
too.
more like it. That's why you didn't watch it yet.
No, that's not why I didn't watch it. So before you make accusations that aren't true,
Okay, well, I would appreciate it if you watched it.
The
Okay.
station cameras will demonstrate it alone. For sure.
that she
This
perjured.
is why we're upset, sir. Because these things keep happening.
And people like Dole and
We keep getting in trouble for what they're doing to us.
You didn't get in trouble.
We were
You weren't charged.
But he tried,
yeah,
though. He
No.
tried.
Dole, Dole,
He has-
and Dole.
How do you know? You didn't watch the
I'm
video?
talking about the flag thing.
Yeah, you didn't even watch the video, so how would you know?
Because I sent the reports to you, and as it says right on it, there are no
Because we
charges
straightened it
being
out.
filed.
Yeah, but
Because
he's
we
trying to
straightened
put a charge on me.
No, he did not. There was no charges ever filed.
If you watch the video, sir, you'll see that he did.
Were there, yes or no, were there charges
Well,
filed?
there wasn't because I didn't do anything.
So once, as we investigate things and find out, okay, then nothing happened, you within your rights, she was in their rights, there's no charges to be filed.
Well, if she has a right to go in and report a crime, shouldn't I have a right to report a crime as well?
Of course you do.
So how's that
You
witness
have.
intimidation, sir?
I wasn't there.
Okay,
So what crime are you reporting?
Okay, she went in the station. I went in behind her. And as soon as we went in, this guy, Martin, comes out and says that I stuck a can of mace in her face and this is witness intimidation.
So you have never given a statement to the
No, I
police?
didn't get a chance to, as usual.
He has it on body cam.
Because if I did file a statement, I would be charged for witness intimidation.
No, you wouldn't be charged with it
Yeah,
if you
because
filed a
that's the way it always
statement.
goes.
No, that's not how it always goes.
Yeah, what about
wouldn't-
Lewis and Dole?
We wouldn't charge you
committed
for,
a crime.
for filling out a statement.
What about Doe? Doe was stalking us. And you tried to put me in jail because I didn't look at her boobs. What about that day?
No, I don't have the report in front of me. So clearly, if you weren't put in jail, then you weren't charged.
All right, sir, obviously this is not going to win anywhere and you don't seem to understand.
with
This is
Daly.
why I have to put it on YouTube.
Okay,
Because you don't understand it. So maybe the people will understand it.
okay. Sean, you
I
can
got
have
so
to do
much
what you
stuff
gotta
right
do.
now I could bring up right here, but
Why is
nothing's
Michael
gonna change.
Splain-
Nothing would change.
Why is Michael Splain living next to our house 3 weeks after our false arrest? A retaliatory arrest for practicing First Amendment of speech.
I can't tell you why he bought a house next to you. He bought the house.
He doesn't
friends
live,
with, Daly
but he
too.
doesn't live there. He's based there.
He lived there,
No,
and then he
he's
bought
based there.
another house.
In his own words, it's based there. And how
Gotta
does he go
record
from
his
a
whole profile?
And how does he go from an apartment and a $200 shitbox to owning 2 pieces of property and a $45,000 vehicle in 3 years? You guys must pay pretty good.
I don't know his personal life.
Yeah. Well, this is all
Just
ground for the
don't.
FBI anyway.
Okay, and that's fine.
Because it seems pretty suspicious. Then he paints his house with black EMF paint. And then as soon as I posted that video, he came there that night. It's the only night he came there since he's moved out. And they moved stuff out of the basement from the other side of the house in the dark real quick. We have that on video. We've seen the EMF tent and everything too. You know the EMF tent they put around the EMF weapons?
No, I
He knows
don't.
what it is.
It's on my
Who,
page.
me?
Mikey.
Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know.
what it is. We even talked to him about it.
Well, the reason we're doing this is not to embarrass anybody, but in case we're killed or something.
Well,
You have your hand on the gun right now?
No, I have my hand in my pocket. It's my pocket, Sean.
I know you want to kill me.
What?
I know you want to kill me.
No, actually, I don't. There's no part of me that's ever wanted. No, I don't.
I feel like you do.
No, I don't. And it's actually insulting that you would say that.
Well, anyways, just educate your officers and maybe we can be at peace until we leave. We're going to leave anyways, but just give us time. I mean,
I
it's
will-
all of our money and everything. We have to get some money to leave. And all we want to do is just make our money and leave. We'll stay out of you guys' way and you stay out of our ways.
I will tell
Do
them.
our work. You guys do your work.
It's fine.
Don't be jerks.
No, I don't want to be.
Tell Daly to leave us alone, stop stalking us, because he's stalking us with Bill again. We got it on video. That's conspiracy.
I will talk to him again.
I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it, but you did say 100% dead wolf at one point in the water department with Daly, and I know
You already seen the video.
So what?
You said 100% dead wolf. You know, we're the wolf.
I have no idea what you're talking
Well,
about.
watch my YouTube channel, it's on there.
You can apologize for it the next day at the post office.
But then you said,
I just want to bring it up so when you try to use this against us later to discredit us or something, if it ever happens, I just want to make sure that it's clear that you did say that.
Then I said what? Say that again? Explain to me what I said again.
I referenced
Don't
the word
perjure
you said.
yourself, but tell me what I said.
When you were in the water department, you said
with Daly.
he was talking to the lady who just paid our bill and you
Down
said,
here? Town hall, you mean?
That's all home.
yeah,
Okay.
and he said he was talking to the water department lady who just paid our bill and he said, so I'm safe, right? So I'm safe. And she said, lucky, lucky. And you said, oh no, this doesn't cut it for me. It's 100% dead. Wolf.
You never said it. I'll gladly say no one
You
has
said
ever,
that. You definitely said that.
no one ever
On
referenced
God,
giving
said
you a
that, on
listen.
God.
Okay.
Don't kill us. That's all.
No one's gonna kill you because no one stop talking. Because nobody said that. Now I'm insulted because I've never been nothing but good to the two of you. I've listened every single time you wanted to talk. Every time.
So if you didn't say it and I had it on video and you listened to it, would it be your voice? Would you agree it's your voice if it was?
Yeah, if So you have my voice on video. I'm telling you now,
Well, you know that
I never said it because I would never sit there and say that anything about either one of you that way, ever.
Okay, you ever hear on Facebook?
Never wanted, never once. I've always done
Daily
nothing but
Bond's
good.
Facebook page. He just sent him a friend request. Daily just sent him a friend request like 2 days ago. The last Daily value. We're gonna post a video today, and you can see it if you don't believe us.
Oh no, I believe you.
Listen, we don't want any problems with you.
Good.
We're gonna be leaving.
I don't want any problems with you either.
Just give us a few months to get our shit together.
That's fine. And I will continue not to drive down your street.
I don't want to be going to court anymore for McBarfy. I'm sick of that kangaroo court and their bullshit. They don't even fucking do their job right in there. They're crooked as fuck. They're trying to charge for 2 elements that they fabricated, that Dolnaeus fabricated, and the court went with. The DA's crooked. Everybody in there's a crook.
Oh yeah, did you get my FOIA yesterday?
Go look up
Yes.
the definition of kangaroo
Hold on.
court.
You got
You
my
got
FOIA?
yours and
That's East Brookfield.
you got one for you and one for
Yeah, and one from him.
Sean, one for Davis.
You know how many times McCarthy violated
Excuse
us
me.
in a pattern?
I'm sorry, what?
You know how many times Judge McCarthy, of East Brookfield Court has violated us in a pattern on numerous cases?
I don't
At
know.
least
what
6
they're-
times.
We had to fire our scumbag attorneys and defend
I don't know what
ourselves
you mean by
by
violated. What did
She violated our constitutional rights and due process. And she didn't have any elements
Judge
or anything
McCarthy
else.
did that?
Yeah, she did
Yeah.
that. She did it in concert with Daly,
She even gave a
Citizens.
witness permission to commit perjury.
Mario.
On the
They
record.
took that
On
one
the
off the
record.
record.
She's a really good judge. I don't see that happen, but I wasn't there.
Yep.
How do you
don't
know
see
she's
her.
a good judge? You hang out in there all day with her?
No, actually, I've only met her once in the 8
How do
years
you know
I've been
she's a
here.
good judge and not a rotten human being?
Yeah.
How do you know her
I go
son's
with
not
what I hear.
going to hell?
It's just what
How
it
do you know
is.
she's not going to hell?
Why do you turn everybody into bad people?
No, I didn't
Oh,
turn
she
anybody
did
into
it.
bad
You
people.
just
She
did.
did it. It's
She did
her actions. I just recognized it.
She's a kangaroo.
She's a kangaroo court. The DA's crooked, the magistrate judge is crooked, Daly's crooked.
Yeah, they put
You want to start asking, you want to say I'm making people look bad? No, they did it. I just recognize it. I show it. I'm transparent.
we wanted to go
Hold
out with
accountable.
we wanted to go out and have donuts with you guys.
I legitimately wanted to go eat donuts with
I
you.
thought we were going to all have
It's not
Boston
fair.
cream donut. We came down to that
Like
conclusion.
this fucking asshole right here in Daly had to stab us in the back because they're jealous. And they're fucking egotistic and they think they're the king of the town.
Especially Daily.
And they want to control us and hurt us. They're just bullies, dude. It's like the same. I thought when I graduated I'd get away from all the scumbags. Instead, I gotta fucking grow up with these fucking assholes.
We had
We would have been gone 4 fucking years ago if we didn't have to go to court and lose all of our money to sleazy attorneys and McCarthy and Magistrate Judge Kenneth and Alana Berlaz, the DA, all sleazy. And they loved chewing on us, man. They loved it. You could see them getting off on it and everything.
Well, at least
Seeing
you're
their
out
fucking
there
sick,
working.
dirty faces.
sorry?
At least you're out here on your feet working. Unlike Daly. Daly sits in his car like a lazy fat fuck.
He's too privileged, man. He's overpaid, he's overprivileged, and he thinks he's got all the power and the right.
He thinks he has more power than you.
He's an arrogant prick. We try to be nice to you guys, we really did. We even let churchy shit all over us since we lived here, and then one day we got sick of it, started filming us, and he made fake profiles saying he's gonna kill us. He's gonna rape us and chop our head off.
Mr. Bartman.
Mr. Phil Bartman. That's what he said to us. Fucking sick
Right
fuck.
after we made that complaint on
Then
him.
he tried to give me 15 years in prison, and I'm sure you guys use that for the Patriots Act.
15 years in prison for...
A piss box. There's some kid pissing in a box and he saw us and some old lady got all delusional and I had to go to court for that and I didn't know my rights. He took advantage of a child. I was only 15 years old. I didn't even do anything, man.
Well, the police educate your officers on Title 18 too.
He didn't even, as a matter of fact, he picked me up right here, didn't handcuff me, no Miranda rights were read to me. He didn't give me my Miranda rights. And when I got in the station with him, he manipulated me. He put fear into me, saying I'm gonna go to jail if I didn't cooperate and all this bullshit. And he fabricated a story out of it, took it to court. He said he wasn't gonna try to bag me, and he fucking tried everything he could to get me. And I got lucky. Even though I shouldn't have went that far in the first place, I got continued without a finding. As long as I stayed out of trouble, I wouldn't be fucked. But I was getting fucked anyways.
Well, anyways, these guys are all on notice. He's on notice. The officer down the street's on notice.
Okay.
We don't want any problems, but we just don't want to be violated anymore. Just give us enough time to get out of here and get our job done.
And then, then we went to the Dollar General one day. We had a problem with a stalker that the court didn't help us with there either. They tried to show them evidence and they didn't want to do shit about it. They shut us right down. And one day Churchy, he was working there one day, and Churchy tried to slander us on the court saying we're thieves and this and that. We got the political conditions in our yard, all this bullshit, slandering us. And that's when we started filming a lot more and started making fake profiles and death threats and stuff, saying you're gonna chop our heads off and rape my sister and film it. Just a fucking sick cat fuck.
Yeah, we have it all documented.
Well, let's go with what you said. I'll talk to them. I'll show them that. Does he have the form?
Yeah, I sent you the.
You sent it to
I
me?
sent it to you in your email.
Every time,
I will discuss it. You know, like I said, I don't even drive down your street anymore unless I absolutely have
you
to.
drive down the street, man.
I just don't want you to think I'm...
We don't want daily squawking us.
You
We
don't
go on
want-
the street too, but just leave us alone.
If you guys didn't do nothing, you wouldn't have nothing to worry about, right?
We didn't do anything. It's got nothing to do with worrying about it. It's about being accused of something. I didn't do anything. I'm not worried about driving down the street. I just don't want you to think that I'm driving down checking up on you. So I'm like, I'll go a different way. Unless I have to. If it's an emergency, I have no choice.
We have no problem with you.
Chief, we never had a problem with you. We just know that you have that blue line code of silence. Every cop does that. That's not cool either, man. Somebody does something wrong.
No, I always thought we were good last couple of years. I thought we were, like you said, going out for donuts. We came to the conclusion that Boston Cream was a good one. Didn't have to be a fantasy. Could have been a reality. Still can be a reality. Still can be. The only thing that's not going to make it a reality is if you don't want to do it. Because I'll do it. I'll even bow.
We want peace, that's it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's all I want in my life. I'm with
Leave
you.
us alone, we'll leave you alone.
Fair enough.
We still want our FOIAs, right?
Oh, no, absolutely.
You received those FOIAs yesterday, right, from me and my son?
Yep.
You
Actually,
returned the property affidavit, the search warrant, and
yes,
the video evidence?
for both of you.
And the search warrant?
Yes.
All right.
I got it.
We just want it for our story.
No, that's fine.
We're not trying to put anybody in prison.
No, I'll get you. I
That
have,
wouldn't benefit us.
daily and
That doesn't
donaires.
benefit us.
I have to get you. I'll get you the info.
They're not going to do it anyways because of the blue wall of silence and all the blue line.
No, well, I'll get you all the info you requested.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Sorry everything turned out the way it did.
Me too. I wish it
You
didn't.
need to straighten out Daly and Martin.
See, Daly, every time something happens, he's always trying to get us. He never wants to see the evidence. He's always against us. He violates our free speech, our right, the press and everything, man.
He thinks he can make up his
Charges us
own
for it, then the
rules
court
and
goes
laws.
with it. The court's crooked.
I don't understand what that guy's problem is, man. He's fucked up.
Just in the favor of all the privileged citizens and the police, that's it.
Well, thank you for having a cordial conversation with
All
us.
right. Well, this is how we used to talk. We used to be able to talk.
Yeah, but at least the dialogue then was about having donuts and having fun, and now it's just about being at war with each other. That's not cool.
No, let's not be at war then.
I don't want to be.
I don't either.
I mean, there's a lot of aftermath that we have to live through now, but
None of us want to
I just
be.
want peace, man.
What's up?
Fair enough. That's all I want. So
still have to live with
if
the
we can
aftermath.
figure out a way to get both of us peace, we'll have it made.
I'm going to send you another FOIA request from all the incidents that happened in the last 2 months,
Okay.
and I need a copy of this video too.
Let's put it in your FOIA. I'll get it to you.
That's part of the movie too.
No,
We're making a
just put it
movie.
in and send it.
We're literally making a movie out of this in a documentary.
Okay. Can we just either go that way or just so we can do their
All
thing?
right, sir. Have a good day, all right?
All right, you too. Just send me whatever you need.
God bless you, all right?
All right, same at you. I'd like to get back to where we were.
Straighten out Daly and Martin, though, all right?
What's that, sorry?
You got to straighten out Martin and Daly.
All right, send me whatever you need.
Tell them we have rights.
I know.
You got to teach them, man.
Okay.
Get them lost.
I'm doing the best I can, man.
All right, see you later.
All right, send me whatever you need. I'll get it. All right?
Gotta have peace with you, alright?
Same right with you, man.
Gotta keep you guys off of us, that's all.
I don't like this stuff either.
I don't either, man. It's making my dad age. It's making me suffer. I got gray hair now.